Hey everybody. So recently I was asked a few questions um, about technical analysis, and I just wanted to quickly go over them. So first of all, the first question was how to use the 200-day moving average or the 200 SMA. And to answer that, um, I'd have to say that I don't use the 200 SMA on any chart really besides the daily. On the hourly chart, instead of looking at the 200 SMA, usually I'll just look at the daily chart because if I want to look out on a higher time frame of supports and resistances, I will go to the daily rather than, look at a moving average like that. So in each on each time frame, moving averages have different levels of significance. Okay. On the daily, the 200 SMA is extremely crucial for the long-term trend, and the 50 SMA is really important, but not as important as the 200 SMA. And the 9 and the 21, that's just the short-term trend. As for the hourly, the 9 and 21 SMA are really strong, really powerful, and important for the short term, large price movements. If we look at Moderna here, it never broke the 9 EMA on the hourly until it, finally hung out, and then when it rebroke it, it came down some more. Let's see. If you look at Tesla, right, it never broke the 21 SMA on the hourly its whole way up. I mean, besides like right here, but it didn't even close under the 21 SMA really, besides like here. So that's just something to look at. Um, the 21 SMA and the 9 EMA are the most important on the hourly, in my opinion, for these short term movements. And then, you can look for bounces off the 50, the 9, and the 21 on the daily. The moving averages are subjective. So basically, different stocks react differently to different moving averages, and each stock has a different personality. So let's go to a stock like, let's see. I mean, I guess AMD's been moving crazy, but we can look at that. So like AMD, for example, when let's see. When this one pulls back to the 9 EMA and it's in a short-term uptrend, it usually just keeps ripping. AMD likes to just rip and rip and rip, and when it breaks the 21 SMA is when it breaks the uptrend, right? Whereas some stocks, it's the 21 SMA. Like Tesla, it broke the 21 SMA here, and it's not going to be an uptrend. It's not going to be in an uptrend again until it breaks it to the upside, in my opinion. So yeah, basically each moving averages are different in each and every situation and each and every time frame and with each and every stock. But I always look at the 200 SMA, the 50 SMA, the 21 SMA, and the 9 EMA. Sometimes I look at the 4-hour chart and, if you look at the 4-hour chart here, right, I look at all these moving averages, and the one that sticks out to me the most recently is the 50, right? That's this one. Because as you can see, from 823 to here, it never really broke. Well, okay, actually it did. It broke it here. And here. So whatever, but besides those two times it broke, it barely ever broke the 50 SMA. So the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart is very important. And that's all you really have to do to find out like which moving average is important, right? Look at Lucid. Lucid likes to hold the 21 SMA, right? Kind of. This one just kind of likes to just make huge spurts and then go sideways and then make huge spurts up. you know, if you look at it. So this one's different than Tesla and different than AMD and a lot of other stocks because, you know, it rips higher and then it consolidates and then it rips higher. I guess if you look at the 4-hour, you'd see that the 50 SMA is the decent support. If you look at the daily, the 9 EMA is what is holding it up here, right? So a break of the 9 EMA is where it probably will come down to the 21 here. And then you can just go back and look. See, so here it broke the 21 after ripping crazy. Well, the 9, I mean, and then it went right to the 21. Let's see where else. It was uptrending here, broke the 9, and then it tanked, right? Was trending up here, broke the 9, and tanked to the 21. Broke the 9, tanked to the 50. So yeah, as you can see, that's just a you just look at what it does, what happens when the stock breaks the 9 EMA, what happens to the stock when it breaks the 21 SMA, and each stock will react differently. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I can make more videos like this.